What if accessibility wasn't doing just what's required, but doing what's right? Accessibility is not a burden. It's a blueprint for inclusivity. When we craft our processes, our policies, the way we innovate and invite people into our spaces, how often do we think of accessibility from the start? And what am I even talking about when I say accessibility today? Well, I mean crafting processes and systems that are barrier-free from the start. They're equitable. They invite everybody into our spaces. Who doesn't want to feel welcome? Have you ever felt unwelcome? Let's sit and think together. Imagine a time, or remember a time, where you walked into a space and you felt for even just a moment that this was not designed with you in mind. Maybe the bathroom sink was too low, an item on a shelf was too difficult to grab, or the music inside that store was jarring. That moment, that feeling, is a daily, repetitive reality for over 15% of the world's population living with some form of a disability. My primary caregiver growing up is one of those 15%. My mother and I would attempt to go to community events, use community services, or try our best to. See, these events, these services, they weren't built with us in mind. They weren't built for those with differing abilities. Anyone here ever think about building your own home? Yeah. I know I do. In my ideal home, laundry has to be on the main floor. I'm not carrying any laundry baskets. And my Michigan basement has been turned into a beautiful library. But the secret is, the library is hidden by a door, right? I've never grown out of the childhood fantasy of having a secret cave, okay? The purpose of the system that's my ideal home is having a quiet space with soft lighting and the softest blankets to survive a Michigan winter. But an architect who works for a company who seems to put up homes overnight cannot design with that in mind. They're not supposed to. Those aren't easy to build. Secret libraries, anyway. See, their goal is to make sure that the home goes up quickly and that it meets building code, hopefully, when the inspectors come through. That's thinking about building something with compliance as the only mindset. And when we build things with only compliance in mind, we take away the power of choice for everyone. We take away the ability to build your secret library. Accessibility is often treated just like that, as legal compliance. My ask of all of you today is to stop viewing accessibility as a physical checklist, but as the tool for human empowerment. Accessibility is not a burden. See, I don't know about you guys, but I enjoy volunteering in my community. I enjoy sitting on boards. I know, I'm insane. I sign up for way too many committees. And I enjoy attending our community events. And I do that because I get the opportunity to speak up for me, for my mom, for the world's 15%. Because what I want to see are more systems built barrier-free from the start. I want to see more people design things in this inaccessible world that invites everybody into our spaces. I've walked into too many spaces where I was unwelcome, where I had to learn how to navigate through a system of red tape that I had no idea was even there. It was invisible to me. A couple of years ago, I had the ability to be a part of the Jackson Collaborative Network. In that space, there was a lot of community members, a lot of social services, and together we just talked about that red tape that exists. I get to sit in that room and talk about my experience as a child that I seen growing up with my mother, and that I see the people I work with every day try to navigate and circumvent. In that space, we talked about how can we support around the red tape. There are some grants where you just can't get around some of that. So what can we do to support people to be able to use our systems? The resources are there. How do we get them to it? In that space, we talked about saviorism versus sovereignty. I couldn't stop thinking about it. See, the space that I have the honor to work in, my space as an accessibility advocate, I thought the goal was to save everyone. That when you came through my door, I got you. This is it, right? We're gonna have a good time and I'm gonna make sure you succeed because that's my goal. But then the term saviorism versus sovereignty. It's not my job to save anyone. Why did I think I could? See, my job is to provide access so you can succeed. By thinking that I had the power to save them, I took away their own power. I didn't give them the ability to find themselves, to find their own success, to find their power. All of us get to build. We all get to be an architect. We all get to have laundry on the main floor. Every space that you walk into, you can connect with someone. You can go talk to that architect who's building that home for that fancy company and say, who are you missing in this space? Who do we know that can come to the table and bring the expertise of those we are missing? Sometimes they can't be in the room, but there are people around who know about them that you can invite in. And what is the purpose? What is our purpose? Why do we design anything? See, when you view accessibility with only legal compliance in mind, you are letting the minimum requirements built by somebody else tell you what your purpose is. I don't know about you guys, but when I build things, I'm not a big fan of people telling me what I can do, right? Minimum requirements are just that, the minimum. The minimum doesn't get you anywhere. When we think about accessibility and build things barrier-free from the start, we empower people. You can empower people. You can empower yourself, your friends, your neighbors, your coworkers. We're all abilitied until we're not. We all have a loved one or ourselves or know someone who, well, actually I was talking to my neighbor and they were telling me that they just woke up one day and they just couldn't get up. And now they're navigating a world. They're building bridges around systems in order to navigate them on their own. Where's the empowerment in that? Where's their humility? When we craft with accessibility in mind, and that's where we start, we give power back to everyone. To ourselves, to our neighbors, to our friends, to our community. We give them the power to navigate this world with dignity. That's what we all deserve. Accessibility is not a burden. It is the thing to ensure that we support our neighbors, our friends, each fellow human, and give them the dignity that they deserve to be amazing. Thank you all.